celebrate.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Bengals and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And a look at Bell, who remains down after that play. Appears to have gotten shaken up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. And that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Off of play action, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrison. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw is Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Darnold. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Bengals. Mo Alley-Cox, 41 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That's caught by Galladay. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Two touchdown passes now here in this first quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. getting the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On the handoff, it's Gaskin, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one complete to Coleman. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Throwing is Lewis. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. This is Gaskin on the carry. Room to run for Gaskin. And down to the 29-yard line.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Johnson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A 10-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one, costing about 5 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 37. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 26 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point try, good by Gano. The lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Let's go. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there just before halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Number 16's coming. Check line.
Back to throw again. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So, boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the 2nd half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Lewis. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Lewis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone will come free.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Barkley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
16's coming, check Mike, check Mike. Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day. Kill.
Back to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive 7 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender. And that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
No.
Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's go.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll run now with Gaskin. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. A running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's Lewis on 1st and 10. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lewis staying on his feet. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He finds his man complete. It's Pearson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Hard throw, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 2nd and 8 coming up. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Second and 10. To throw is Jones. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Pearson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of 4.
I don't know how many more of these Miles can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Gano for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Watch that in. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.